Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have a super exciting collab today with my friend Andi. Her channel and Instagram is Andi Does Stuff, and I have just enjoyed so much being her friend, and we have connected on a lot of different levels, whether it be makeup, obviously, panning, her daughter's baby and my baby, our faith, some diet. Like, we just talk about the most random things, but we have very similar um, views and opinions, I guess you would say. So I'm very excited to be doing this collab together. We wanted to do a look with the same palette and do a palette bingo. I took a look at her palette spreadsheet, and out of all of the palettes that we both own, we don't own any of the same palettes. I just think that is crazy. But we had two options. So she has Huda Rose Quartz, and I have the Alter Ego Coastal palette, which is a dupe for that palette. So we could have done that, but we decided to do a collab with our Odin's Eye palettes. These two palettes came out as like a duo, so we just thought it would be fun. She has the Stone and Rock palette, and I have the Jewels and Gem palette. I have the cool tone version, she has the warm tone version, so it is kind of fun. Andi randomized the numbers for us, and then we use the same numbers, but of course they're different in the palettes. So before I get into the shades, I just want to encourage you to check out Andi down below. I have her channel and Instagram linked, and she just does such beautiful looks, and if you like my channel, you will love her channel. If you are coming over here from Andi and her video, thank you so much for watching mine. I hope you stick around and subscribe. I do mostly panning content, but I do love throwing in some palette bingos and get ready with me's along the way. If that sounds good to you, subscribe before you leave, and of course give this video a thumbs up. So like I said, Andi randomized numbers for us. I will have them on the screen. We got the numbers 12, 10, 15, 9, and 7. So number 12 from my Jewels and Gem palette is probably the easiest shade in this palette. It's this shade down here. I actually have a pan in this shade. It was my level 2 in Project Level Up. It is the shade Swoon. That's the shade there. It's a really nice, like, iridescent flip. It'll be super easy to use either in my inner corner or as a topper. The next shade, number 10, is the shade Rhapsody, which is also a very easy shade to use. Right here. And that shade is also a topper or inner corner for me, so that's going to be a little challenging to decide what to do with these shades, but they are together. The next shade was number 15, so the very last shade in this palette is this dark chocolatey brown. It is the shade Sawzle. It looks shimmery, but that's just from other shades in here. This is just a matte shade. Beautiful chocolatey brown. It'll be really easy in my outer corner or as a liner. And the next shade is number 9, and that is the shade Rapture, which is a beautiful matte blue. Here is that shade there. Having a hard time covering the rest of the color story, so I'll just show it to you. And then this last shade here, number 7, is the shade Intoxication, which is this deep purpley blue. So I feel like these mattes are going to be very challenging for me because I would use them all for the same purpose. So I might be doing a really smoky eye. Yeah, we'll see what I come up with. I'm gonna zoom you in so we can create an eye look together. I probably should have said this before I zoomed out, but I do have a full face of makeup on except for my eyeshadow. I do have a little bit of mascara because I had a doctor's appointment for my baby this morning, so I wasn't wearing all of this makeup for that doctor's visit, but I did put on some like mascara and color corrector for that appointment. So I do have a little bit of mascara on my eyes already. Y'all, I don't know, this is gonna be so difficult. I think I'm gonna start off with the matte blue, and we're gonna do a halo eye, I think. It's gonna be so scary. I have some brushes here, and then I do like to add some mascara, so I did bring my mascara out when I'm done with this look. Should I do a halo eye? I feel like that's what makes the most sense. I could do the blue on the lower lash line. Oh, decisions. Yeah, let's just, am I in focus? Hello? Let's just do, excuse me, I am getting over being sick, so if you can hear it in my voice, I apologize, and of course, I might be coughing a little bit in this video, but I'll try to cut it out. So I'm going to take this blue shade on this like tapered brush from Morphe. It's the M506 brush. And I'm going to go in super light-handed with this because I'm scared. Let's just put it that way. I'm a little scared, but I will try to kind of blow this out a little bit and make this my transition shade as well. I'll try to blend it out. I'm trying to think, do I want to wing it a little bit? I do really like that shape on my eyes, so I think I am going to kind of create more of a point on the outside edge. And I chose this small brush so I can get into this inner corner area. I guess the inner third of my lid. It makes it really easy, but you can still blend it out. I really like this brush for that. Ay. Supposed to be filming another video after this. Guess I could get closer. So like I said, my son had a doctor's appointment today. He had his 15-month like well check. It's a month late. He is actually 16 months, but I am a procrastinator and forgot to schedule his appointment when he was 15 months, so that's okay. He's a big boy. His weight is off the charts. It's above 99%, but he's proportionate. So his height is 96%. So he's the size of like a 2.5-year-old, I would say. He wears 2T right now, but it's like some of his clothes are too small. But he did so good. He actually loves the doctor. He does really well until he gets, his shots, which is so sad, but he does really well. I love his pediatrician too. She is so sweet and very attentive, and you can just tell that she loves what she does, so that always helps. Oh my gosh, I have not talked this much in a very long time. and my throat was feeling it. I need to take a drink. Okay, I'm going to leave that shape for now. And I'm just going to take that same brush with no extra product and bring it to my lower lash line. Just the outer third and connect it to the top. Okay. Now I'm going to take the darkest shade, Intoxication. Same brush again. And I'm just going to deepen these colors a little bit. So I guess by the time kids are like 18 months, they like to have the kids saying at least like 10 words or so. I think that's what she said. And like I said, my boy is 16 months and he's saying like 20 to 30 words. He is so smart. I'm just so amazed by him every day, but especially like when I get to show him off to people, because we don't really see a lot of people except for my family. So we were talking about our animals, and he knows like the noises that the animals make, and the doctor was just like, oh my gosh, he's amazing. Like, she literally said that, and it just made me so proud of my little baby. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. If you're new here, I just love my baby boy. So I'm gonna take this shade here called Rhapsody, and I'm just gonna put it on my finger, and I'm gonna tap it all in this center part of my lid that I have not placed any shadow. My whole house was sick. It started with my husband on New Year's Eve, and I'm filming this on, when is this? The 14th. It's not going up until like the 23rd, I think, is the date that we agreed on. We've been trying to do this collab forever, and I feel so bad for Andi, but she's so gracious and kind, and she just, you know, kept putting it back for me, because I had my like eye issue where I had this dry spot under my eye, so I wasn't wearing makeup for a little while, and then of course I got sick, and now I'm better. So she's just let me. She's been very flexible. Excuse me, very flexible, which is so nice. So that is what that's looking like. I don't know about all this patchiness here. I might try to blend that out a little bit. But yeah, it started with my husband, and he was like quarantined in our bedroom while I was taking care of baby boy. And I'm gonna take this Morphe M505. It's just a little fluffier, bigger and fluffier than the other. And I'm gonna take the smallest amount of that blue and try to blend this a little bit better. I always connect my halo eyes, but I'm not sure if I should. I don't know if that's what is throwing me off. I feel like I should. But that, excuse me, sorry. Of course, when my husband was starting to feel better, baby boy was starting to show symptoms of being sick, and then I started showing symptoms of being sick. And so even though, you know, we weren't around each other, somehow we all got sick. So I feel like mine is lingering. I got different symptoms than my husband, so I don't know if it was actually the same thing or not. I'm gonna go over, I'm just gonna put like a small amount of Swoon in the very center of my lid. I feel like this shade doesn't really need it, but I have to use this shade, so just adds a little something. It has like a red orangey flip to it, which is not my favorite, but you know, if you're new here, I'm putting that shade in my inner corner as well. If you're new here, I'm a cool toned lover. I love cool tones. So, shades like this are just not my go-to. So palette bingos definitely get me out of my comfort zone. I don't know if I like that in my inner corner, but it's like my only option. Oh shoot, I still have one more shade. I still have to use that brown. Maybe I will just define my lash line a little bit with that brown. So I'm going to take, yikes, sorry, this brush is like a little dirty, my Sigma Winged Liner E06 brush. Very small winged brush. I usually use this for like eyeshadow wings, but I'm just going to use it today for lining my lash line. So I'm going to take this deep chocolate brown in the shade Sazzle. What kind of name is that? And I'm just going to stamp that along my lash line and give it some definition. I almost did like an ombre, really deep smoky look, but I didn't want to go too intense. Yeah, I prefer this side where I've defined the lash line and kind of thickened my eyelashes with that versus this side. Hopefully you can see the difference. I'm not being very precise with this either. I'm just kind of throwing it on there. So that is, I think, all I'm going to do. Should I add, actually, I'm going to add some shimmer to this spot right here. Just drop my brush. So I'm going to take Rhapsody just with my finger, I think. I don't really have a good brush for this function. No, I want to take a brush. I have this, it's like a mini flat shader from Alter Ego, number 8. Hopefully the shade picks up on a brush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit here. As you can see, I do have like a lot of fallout, which is not ideal. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. I really do like having shimmer on my lower lash line as well. So let's add some mascara. I definitely think this look needs more mascara. If I were a false lash wearer, I would totally throw some on, but I've tried that in the past. I used to wear magnetic lashes actually, but I don't have them anymore and I just don't want to purchase them again. I do have some like individual lashes still if I ever want to do that kind of thing for an event or Halloween, I don't know. But I never ever ever wear them. They would look really good on camera though for videos. I just never really want to bother with lashes. Okay. This is intense. I have like a ton of fallout. A ton. I mean, I do have a little bit here. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna be Glitter Town USA today. Let me zoom out and we can look at the full look together. Okay, I actually really like how this turned out. It is way more dramatic than I would ever do on an everyday basis, but that's why I love palette bingos because they get me out of my comfort zone. Let me know what you think, what you would have done with these shades. I cannot wait to see Andi's look. She does such amazing, beautiful looks, and I'm always inspired by her. So if you are not following her, I really think that you should. And I hope you subscribe to me as well if you are new. I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.